Hey guys, my name is Logan Manzanares. In this video, I'm going to share with you why it took me 5 years to invest in my first investment property and how you can shortcut that process and you can do it this year. Without further ado, let's go. Hey guys, as you know, my name is Logan Manzanares. I currently own $4.5 million of real estate with my wife, and we're currently on track to build our portfolio up to 100 units by the end of 2022. So if you want to be part of this journey, please like, subscribe, be part of this journey so you can learn how to do the same thing and join us in this wealth building process. All right guys, so like I said earlier, it took me 5 years to buy my first investment property. And I can tell you what, once I realized I wanted to buy property, I got so excited, maybe like you are right now. I looked at all the podcasts, I read all the books, and I was like, okay, this is my time. I need to go buy some property. And so I started with listening to Bigger Pockets, which is a great website, which you should go check them out. They got free resources. You can be part of their community. They have books, they have podcasts, they have people you can reach out to. It's an amazing platform. Definitely highly recommend it. Also, reading Rich Dad Poor Dad was a huge accelerator to me wanting to go buy real estate. And ironically enough, that book has nothing to do with real estate, but it just has a way of thinking. And that way of thinking talks about how you can grow your income without having to work for it. And that's exactly what real estate does. And so that's why that book was a huge influence in my life. And maybe if you have not read that book, I highly recommend go reading it because it will literally change the way that you think about money and think about the way you think about investing just in general. And so once I got excited about it, I actually went to a Rich Dad seminar. And so they had like a free one here in Bozeman where I live that we got to go to. And then you paid like $500 and you could go to another seminar, which is like the next level, and you get to bring a partner with you as well. And so me and my wife actually went to that one, and that one was in Billings, which was a couple hours away from us. And so that was a great seminar. It was like a 2 or 3 day seminar where they basically told us all about how to invest in real estate with no money, right? Because we didn't have any money, and everybody else in there had no money as well. And at the very end, it's like a big pitch for you to buy their $20,000 mentorship program where they will show you how to actually invest in real estate. Well, at that time, we decided not to go that route, but we know other people who did, and you know what? A couple of people who we know who actually did that route were actually successful. And so what I want to share with you is like, there's no right or wrong way to do it. So there's mentors out there, there's people out there that might be right for you to invest in to take your real estate journey to the next level. And you know what? Maybe it's not the right time for you right now, so it doesn't mean you have to be pressured into going and buying a big program. Maybe you just need to like spend more time learning and networking and being able to do it in a manner that you have to spend a lot of money to go invest in mentorship. So anyway, that was our path. So 5 years it took us to be able to get to the point where we bought our first investment property, right? But what happened in between there is I actually met a local real estate investor, somebody who I found out had done like 50 plus deals, had a ton of cash flowing properties. I was like, hey, like this guy's smart. He knows what he's doing. And so I figured out how to provide value to him because at that time I didn't have any money. I didn't really have anything going on. And I was like, I don't really have anything to offer him. So what I did is I was a personal trainer at the time, is I offered to train him for free, right? I offered to train him for free, just in exchange that he would basically let me pick his brain while we were working out about real estate. And so of course he agreed to it. And so I remember after 2 weeks of training him, thinking that, man, I have no more questions to ask him about real estate. Like I pretty much asked all the things I could think of at that time. But I already committed to training this guy for free. And so 8 or 9 months went on, and it was one of the best things I ever did, because what I realized was that real estate has nothing to do with actually the tactical stuff and more about the relationships that you built. And so that's what I did. I built a relationship with him over the course of the next 9 months. We became really close, became friends. And over the course of the next couple of years, I still wasn't quite ready to invest in real estate, or the opportunities just hadn't aligned at that point. And then finally, when my first opportunity came to buy a piece of property, he was the first person I reached out to, and I asked him to basically just like, come check out the house, like come review my numbers. And he was basically the one that gave me the courage and the confirmation that I had found a good deal. And so that's kind of basically how my whole real estate adventure started with him. It was me training him for free for 9 months. 3 or 4 years passed, nothing, like I just continued to stay in touch with him. I continued to basically foster that relationship. And then when the opportunity presented itself, I basically had my first ask, which was at that time was just like, come check out the deal. Like, let me know if it makes sense. And then he continued for the next 3 deals that I did. He basically was my confirmation that like, hey, this is a good deal. I would invest in this. And then one of the coolest things ever happened was that it was almost a year ago. So it was December 2020. I actually found this smoking deal on Craigslist, right? This guy had invested a bunch of money into rehabbing this property, but then, unfortunately, he ran out of money, right? This is when the whole world was coming to an end, and he ran out of money because his business was affected by all the restrictions and all the shutdowns. And I was like, okay, this is a good deal. But me personally, I didn't have a construction crew. I didn't have construction background, and this property that we got was like almost down to the studs. Like it needed lots of work. And so I called up my investor mentor at the time, and I told him I had this deal, but I didn't really have the resources to be able to get it done. We ended up chatting about it. We ended up getting this deal, and we basically get this deal on contract as a partnership, which is really cool. So now I'm in a partnership with my once mentor, and it was just one of the coolest experiences that I've ever been in. Is that I basically found a deal that was good enough in his eyes, and we were able to partner on it. And that was the first of, now we've partnered on 3 other deals as well. And I guess the message that I really have for you is that, like, dig your well before you're thirsty. So many times people just want results, and they want them right now. They want that gratification, they want it right now. And so looking back on it, one of the things I did is I dug my well before it was thirsty. I basically established this relationship. I built this friendship. I built this relationship, and I didn't ask anything up until years later, right? And my ask to start with was really, really small, and then it got bigger and bigger. And now we're to a point where like I basically have put in the work, put in the effort, put in the know-how to basically make bigger asks in that relationship. And so that's the reason why it took me so long to get into real estate, is that I was just basically digging my well before I was thirsty. And while it seems like it took me 5 years to invest in real estate, now all of a sudden we're able to buy, like last year alone, we bought 5 houses just in 1 year, and we'll continue to escalate that process and move forward and forward and forward. And so they're like, how do you buy it so fast? Well, although I've only been actually investing in real estate for a couple years, the real estate learning process started 5 years before that. And so just understanding that there is a gestational period. There's a time for you to learn, to understand, to build those relationships, to build those beliefs, because when you do get the opportunity, you need to be able to seize them, you need to be able to pounce on them fast, because real estate, it's a game that moves really, really fast, and you need to be able to pounce on opportunities. When you see them, you gotta take action on them. But if you don't have the team, you don't have the resource, you don't have the belief in yourself, you will not take action. You'll put your foot in the ground and you won't start. And that's the most important thing you do, is just start and taking action. And so that's my message for you today, is really just like start to build that foundation, whether it be with information, whether it be knowledge, whether it be with relationships. Like those are the most important things you can do, and like dig your well before you're thirsty. So have all the information, even if you don't have the money right now, even if you don't have the credit, even if you don't have the deal right now, like start to learn about the process. So when you do have that opportunity, you're able to pounce on and seize it, because you have the information, you have the knowledge, you have the resources, you have the know how to do it. And so that's my message for today, is go take action, right? Like become a real estate investor today by learning about how to invest in real estate, by creating those relationships, by finding the right future partners, find the right relationships. That's what you need to do. So without further ado, my name is Logan Manzanares, and hey, if you like what you're hearing, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Hey, if you want to partner with me, if you want to learn, if you want me to be your mentor, or you just want someone to talk to, some advice, reach out to me. My name is Logan Manzanares. I'm out. Bye.